Till now we were doing admission of partners, adjustments at the time of admission of partners regarding adjustment in profit sharing ratio, adjustment of goodwill, then revaluation of assets and liabilities. These all things we are doing separately. Now we are going to do comprehensive question wherein all these things will be included. Moreover, one thing we have not done, although it is not part of our syllabus, that is adjustment of capital. Adjustment of capital of partner. This was earlier part of the syllabus, but this year it has been removed, so we are not doing this adjustment of capital here. But you should be doing this thing, or if you get time, I will try to explain this adjustment of capital later on. Now we will be doing comprehensive question from admission of partnership. Question number 27 of NCERT books, accountancy, admission of partner. Question number 27 we will do. It is a comprehensive question. Here in this question, what it is mentioned, what we have to do is to pass journal entries, prepare the valuation account, partner's capital account, and the balance sheet after admission of C. So journal entry, I think you people can do. If you face any problem, you can get back to me later. So I will be doing here only the revaluation account. I will prepare partner's capital account, and balance sheet of C I will prepare after admission of the new partner, that is after admission of C. So first of all, let us prepare the revaluation account. That is the first step, because after revaluation, partner's capital account will be prepared, and after partner's capital, balance sheet will be prepared. First of all, come to revaluation account. Revaluation account. Revaluation account. It is given in the adjustment. By going through the adjustment, you can see that what are the various assets and liabilities which are being revalued. First is plant is to be appreciated to 1,20,000. Plant is to be here in the balance sheet, the original balance sheet that is ending on 31st December. It is given that value of the plant is 1 lakh, but it is to be appreciated. So if there is increase in the value of the asset, that is increase in the value of the plant by 20,000. So it is an asset for us. So since it is a gain for us, increase in asset, it is a gain. So it should be written on the credit side of revaluation account. It is a nominal account, and rule for nominal account is credit all income and gain. So we will write it here, buy plant 20,000. That is here, write particulars, here amount, here again amount, particulars. Buy plant 20,000. That is increasing the value of plant by 20,000. So it is a gain for us, it will be credited. Next is value of building is to be appreciated by 10%. Building value is 1,50,000. 10% is appreciated. So 10% of 1,50,000 is 15,000. So by building, value of building is also being appreciated. By building, 15,000 will be increase in the value of building. Next, the third point, stock is found to be overvalued by 4,000. The value of the stock is overvalued. Here means the value of the stock is 40,000. It means it should have been 36,000. 4,000 exceeds the value is overvalued. So this is a loss for us. So loss is to be debited to stock. 4,000 value of stocks will be written on the debit side, because value of stock was earlier, it was overvalued. So it should be brought to its original value or the actual value. That is 36,000 is to be brought. So 4,000 there should be a decrease, and it is a loss for us. Hence it is written on the debit side of revaluation account. Then there is a provision is to be created for debtors at the rate of 5%. The value of debtors is 60,000. 5% of debtor is to be created for provision for bad debt, and provision is a liability. Then in case of increase in liability, it is a loss for us again. 5% of 60,000, it will be 3,000. 3,000 provision have to be created for debtors. So we will be writing to provision for bad and doubtful debt. Bad and doubtful debt. Doubtful debt. 3%, 5% provision has been created. So 3,000, it will come to 3,000. creditors were unrecorded to the extent of 1000. 1000 creditors should have been recorded. Means 1000 liability is increasing. We have to increase the liability, that is the amount of creditor we have to increase by 1000. So again it is a loss for us because we have to pay 1000 more. So again liability is increasing to creditors, we have to increase the value of creditors by 1000. So it is a loss for us. So hence 1000 loss should be written on the debit side of the revaluation account. Now let's calculate what is the difference. The credit side, you can see that credit side is more than the debit side. The total of credit side is 35,000. 35,000. Total of debit side is 4,000 plus 1,000 plus 8. It comes to how much? 8,000. So our gain is 35,000. Loss is debit side is 8,000. So it comes to 27,000. This 27,000 is a gain for us. This gain should be transferred to partner's capital account. The profit or loss on revaluation of assets or liabilities, it is transferred to partner's capital account in their profit sharing ratio. This 27,000 will be transferred. The profit sharing ratio in the partner is already given. It is 2:1. There are two partners, A and B. So this profit will be transferred to A's capital account and to B's capital account. 2:3. That is, it will come to 18,000 and 2:1. It will come to 18,000 and 9,000. 18,000 of share of profit at the time of revaluation will go to A and 9,000 will go in the account of B. Total will come to here again 35,000. So this is the revaluation account. This is the profit on revaluation has been transferred to the partner's capital account. That is 27,000 profit was there. It was transferred to partner's capital account in their profit sharing ratio, that is 2:1. This is all about revaluation. Now this is revaluation account already we have prepared. Now partner's capital account balance sheet is here. Now how to prepare this partner's capital account? Since three partners are there, the new partner's capital account should also be prepared along with the old partner's capital account also. First of all, balance brought down of the old partners are to be written, that is 1,80,000 and 1,50,000 are there. Next, the balance of revaluation account has been transferred to the credit of partners capital account, that is 18,000 and 9,000 in their profit sharing ratio. The goodwill which is bought by the old partner, that is the new partner, that is 60,000, has been distributed among the old partners in their sacrificing ratio, which is 2:1. It can be calculated in this fashion also. Total share is 1. Out of this, 1/4 is taken over by C. So 3/4 is left. So out of this 3/4, A and B will be sharing this 3/4 profit share in their old profit sharing ratio, that is 2:1. So for A, 3/4 into 2/3, and for B it will be 3/4 into 1/3, it will come to 6/12, and for B it will be 3/12. For C it is already given. For C share is 1/4. So denominator for A and B is 12. So for C also it should be brought equal to 12. It will come to 3/12. The new ratio will be then 3, 6, 3, 3, or you can say 2, 1 and 1. So if you calculate the sacrificing ratio again, it will come to 2:1 for A and B. So therefore the premium for goodwill brought by the new partner will be transferred to the old partner's capital account in their sacrificing ratio, that is 40,000 and 20,000. Lastly, the cash which is brought by the new partner will be credited to his capital account, that is 1 lakh. In the debit side there is nothing is left, so whatever amount will be there on the credit side of the partner's capital account, that will be balance carried on for all the three partners, which will come to 2,88,000 for A, 1,79,000 for B and 1 lakh for C. Thereafter we will be preparing the balance sheet along with the adjustment which has been given, considering the adjustment also. First of all, the balances of the partner already we have written here, 238, 179 and 1 lakh respectively. Thereafter, in the old balance sheet, 1 lakh bills payable is given, 10,000 we are creating bills payable. Creditors are 58,000 in the old balance sheet. 1,000 unrecorded creditors were there. So additional 1,000 creditor has been increased. So it will be now 59,000 instead of 58,000. Outstanding expenses will remain as it is, that is earlier it was 2,000, now also it will remain as 2,000. Now regarding cash. Earlier cash was 10,000 in the old balance sheet. The new partner is bringing 1 lakh cash besides 60,000 for goodwill. So the total cash balance will be 1,70,000. Bank balance will remain as it is, as in the previous old balance sheet, that is 40,000. Regarding sundry debtors, earlier sundry debtors were 6,000. In adjustment it is given that 5% provision we have to create for the sundry debtors, that will come to 3,000. So this provision will be deducted from the sundry debtors. So sundry debtor will be written after deduction of provision for bad and doubtful debt, it will be 57,000. Stock was overvalued by 4,000. Earlier stock was 40,000, so 4,000 will be deducted and balance of 36,000 will be only left because it was overvalued. Now the correct value of the stock will be written, that is 36,000. As regard plant, it has been given in the question adjustment that it will be appreciated to 1,20,000. And regarding building, earlier it was 1,50,000. 10% appreciation is there. 50,000 is the appreciation in the building. 1 lakh plus 15,000, it will come to 1,65,000. If you add the total of the assets and liability side, it will come to 5,88,000 for both assets and liabilities. That's all regarding this question number 27.